Hello, welcome to this video or live. I don't know which way you're seeing it. So every week I'm answering a question that you guys are sending, and this week I'm answering someone's question about being afraid to make a mistake. And so as a creator, you may have felt this a lot, like this pinch, this contraction that makes you feel like you're afraid of doing it wrong, whether you're an athlete, a dancer, a singer, an actor, even an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter, that somehow something inside of you is being pulled back because you're afraid of doing it wrong, of being wrong yourself. And so there's some repression that happens. And so the way that I would like for us to explore this is to realize that the part of you that is the creator is not the one that is holding the concept as I could be wrong or I could make a mistake. The part of you that's the creator is your instinct, and your instinct has no concept of what's right or wrong, because truly right and wrong don't exist. What makes you believe and contract for fear of being wrong or making a mistake is that you have been conditioned in a world, in a school system that teaches you that there is a right way to behave, to think, to do, to feel, to learn, and that when you weren't being right inside of that paradigm and you made a mistake or you were wrong, you were being judged, humiliated, embarrassed. And so that fear of having to retract, having to hide, having to feel those shameful feelings lives inside of your nervous system still. And so as a creator, again, it doesn't matter whether you're a visual creator, a performing artist, an athlete, an entrepreneur, whatever you create, what's being called for creation is your instinct, is your core, is your truth. And that really is wild inside of you. Your instinct is limitless. It's only creation. It holds all the possibilities for you. And it's unique, and it goes where only you can go, where only you can create a new possibility that hasn't existed before. And so when you're noticing that contraction of, I'm afraid of making a mistake, I'm afraid of being wrong, know that that has nothing to do with you or with the creator inside of you. That has to do with your conditioning, not your condition. And so what's then available and the opportunity is definitely not to try and not make a mistake, because the more you're trying to not make a mistake and not be wrong, you're busy working on how you're being perceived by others, and therefore your presence in the moment, in your being, in your instrument, in your creator is not there. You are then becoming the manipulator and trying to control the outcome on how people will like you or will not like you or will judge you or won't. So you're no longer busy with creation. You've abandoned creation in that moment. So the invitation is really not to do that, but rather to undo that learning that you've had since childhood, that there is such a thing as a mistake, that you could be wrong. In reality, mistakes or wrong don't exist. What happens is you show up, you try something, it lands or it doesn't. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just is. It doesn't mean it's a mistake. That's an invented concept. It's a very intellectual and conditioned concept. It just is. You hit the ball in the hoop, it goes in or it goes next to it, but it's not wrong. It just is. So yes, the opportunity is to undo that wiring. So in our community, we have an invitation for you which is to taste the work we do, which is all about deconditioning. I'm not a teacher, I'm not even a coach, I'm a deconditioning companion. And I hold a very, very nourishing space inside of which we've designed a structure to help you undo all of that wiring, that programming, so that you can little by little and step by step really rediscover and reemerge as your creator, as your instinct, as your truth, as your authenticity. If that makes sense to you, we work inside the gift economy, which means that you choose a price point that works for you. And we are not refusing anyone. So you're able to start working in our community, taste the work we do at a level and an investment that makes sense for you. And then if it works, if you like the work of deconditioning, you're able to continue into the full journey, which is 33 days, and then into the purpose part of the program, which is 3 months. And it's inside of the gift economy. So type taster in the comments. If there's a link, click on it. It'll lead you to the website where you can register for the taster, and you get to experience undoing those layers and finding yourself back, and see if that makes sense for you. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.